Good afternoon, Texas bikers all across the nation and the world. This is Texas Biker Radio number 800. I don't know, but we'll find out because we lost track when we went back to YouTube. But I'm going to get the real number. And first things I want to say is soon we'll be back on Rumble and we'll be doing simulcasts, and some of them will be when we have a need for a free speech platform, we will be on Rumble, and we'll tell you when that happens. Because YouTube is not a free speech platform. They control big time. And if you get out of line, they're going to let you know it. And they may even cancel you. We've already had that happen to us for 3 years. But today, we want to talk about Mayday. Yeah. Mayday, which is now a socialist Mayday around the world. Mayday is an international day tied to labor movements and workers' rights. It's observed every year on May 1st around the world. And let me tell you, it's bullshit, is what it is. It's indoctrination. And in our country, it's indoctrination of young people, school kids. So, yeah. And you might be surprised to know that Mayday started in the U.S. Yeah. It started in the U.S. The origin for Mayday was at a Haymarket Affair in Chicago, 1886. Yeah, 1886. Workers were protesting for an 8-hour workday, and a bomb went off during a rally, and violence followed. Oh, yeah. Peaceful people, you know. Several labor activists were executed because of it. Wow. It's incredible. So you want to know how it became a socialist communist holiday. After the Haymarket events, socialists and labor groups in Europe adopted May 1st as a day for workers' unity, a day for protest and demonstrations, and this happened, 1889, the second international official declared May 1st International Workers' Day. And so, yeah, I remember in Italy, when I was overseas and I was in Italy, we had all these Italians running around with these black armbands. Yeah, they were the communists. Now, they didn't mess with us military men, but we could see them running around everywhere. And so, yes. And this happened in communist countries, too. During the 20th century, the Soviet Union, China, Cuba, etc., turned May Day into just a crazy thing. They had massive state-run parades. The state, got the people out there. They had display of military power. Oh, yeah, you got to have that. Oh, yes. And they had promotions of communist ideology. And that's happening today here in our country, and that's what they're doing today, and this is what they're doing to children. They're indoctrinating them. It's crazy. And I see you, Jamon. How you doing, buddy? See you there in the chat time. We are on early today because I got stuff to do tonight. And tomorrow I'll be working on my Harley. I'll tell you about it later. We may even document it, but I'll tell you that later. Let's continue with the Mayday BS. You know, and why the U.S. moved away from Mayday. The U.S. government deliberately distanced itself away from May 1st. Instead, it created Labor Day, first Monday in September. And the reason was it was to separate American Labor Day recognition from socialist, communist movements tied to May Day. So, is this something that you didn't know? Maybe we're educating you. I don't know. But this is interesting. It is. So what May Day has become in the U.S. today, everybody. In America, the May Day is not an official holiday, but is used by different groups. Labor and worker groups, rallies. They had rallies for wages, worker protection, union rights, and all that other bullshit. I'm going to tell you, I'm a 25-year union member. And I can tell you, they're thieves. And they're not working for you. And especially if the country, especially if the company is paying the president and the chairman. And in case you've never been in a union, the chairman is the one that has all the power, not the president. The chairman. I know this because I ran for chairman where I worked at an aircraft company. I got that close. Let me tell you, I would have changed everything. Because they weren't on the up and up. All they were worried about was their next trip to Vegas that they went to every year. The leaders and the union stewards. Yeah. Were they working for us? And I guarantee you, when the company retired me medically, they didn't work for me because I wanted to work longer. At least another 4 or 5 years. So, yeah. So the May Day is also immigration activism, often called Day Without Immigrants. Focus on immigration policies. Yeah, that's what they do nowadays. It's like the Democrats now who are fighting to keep criminals in this country because they let them across the border without being vetted. This is what they're out there protesting today and teaching your children. And let me tell you, the children in this country, public schools are being closed down left and right. They're closing them down here in Texas because the people have had it with public schools. And in Fort Worth, they have at least 11 schools that the state took them over. Because they can't read and write and do arithmetic. It's incredible. But do Democrats give a damn? Hell no, they don't. Hell no, they don't. So the political protest day has a broad use. Left-leaning activist groups, some socialist organizations, it's more than some, baby. Yeah. Themes vary year to year. Economic inequality, education, government policy. They go over this crap again and again and again. And I'll tell you right now, I just noticed that we're having some issues there. I hope the stream is continuing. So yeah. So they have economic inequality, education, government policy, and Democrats, they have no policies. They have nothing. All they've got is they hate Trump. That's it. And today would be a hate Trump day. That's what it's going to be. So I want to watch the news tonight. I already know what crap they're going to put out. I don't have to watch them because I know what they are. And you can bet California is going to collapse. New York is going to collapse. Minnesota is going to collapse. Michigan, any place in the blue states, they're in deep shit. Let me tell you, they're in deep shit. Especially California and New York. And I think Minnesota's headed that way, and Michigan. Those two states are going to be controlled by Muslims ASAP. Yeah. So that's crazy. And the reality check is not everyone is participating in socialist communists, but a good portion are, and it's all the Democratic Party. Have you heard any Democrats outside of Fetterman that's making common sense? And how many of them are working against our military that's at war right now? You know what? And President Trump is right. Iran, if they get a nuclear weapon, they're going to use it. They're going to use it. Make no doubt about it. This is a religious ideology. Yeah. So we have, and let's move away from Mayday and move over to Iran. Now, it's insanity. It's insanity. The Ayatollah has been pushed to the side. He hasn't been seen. It's been told he's disfigured. He has no lips anymore. And he's, I guess he's on painkiller. I heard he had one leg or no legs. I don't know which one. We hear different things about it. But nobody has seen him in months, although he posts on X all the time. But that's not him. That's somebody in California. It's not the Ayatollah that's spewing that bullshit. But we have Democrats that are working 24/7 to hammer our military, to hammer Hegseth, to hammer our military, saying they're losing. And they're just full of crap, is what they are. But I have some suggestions, and I'm going to put every hashtag I can to. Now, there are Iranians, freedom-loving Iranians, that hate this regime. And there are about, out of the 90 million people that live in Iran, Iranian citizens, there's about 10,000 that have the Starlink internet. Yeah. Thank you, Elon Musk. There's about 10,000 that have those. And that's how they depend on outside information. And yeah, there's some stuff that gets out there every once in a while. That's the reason we see it. And right now, there's explosions going on in Iran every day, every night. So there's some special operators there. And then again, it may be the citizenry themselves that are taking action. And what I think they should be doing now, because there's a point when they're going to be ready to rise up again. This time with weapons is what we're hearing. And What they need to do now, is get some groups that has military experience and people that are willing to get out there and run that country backwards. Now, the IRGC doesn't run the country. They don't do the money and the paying and all the other stuff, the accounting, everything else. They don't do that. All they can do is fire rockets. But the people that run the country, the financial people, if you love freedom and want to get rid of the IRGC and the mullahs, you've got to run that country backwards. That's what unions do when they get ready to negotiate with the company. They run the company backwards. They lose products. They do all kinds of stuff. It's incredible. So, yeah. I'm going to have to refresh my screen and get this thing, see if I can get it to work better. Now, I am recording this, so if I see that this did not work very good live, and I don't know why this is happening, then again, I may. So, yeah, I just had to refresh it. Let's see if it comes back. It hasn't yet. So anyway, what they need to do, take down power lines, attack the Bashis people, kill them. You know what they've done to you. You know it. It's time for you to take action. So yeah. It's time for you to take action. Shape the battlefield. Everybody keeps talking about the last battle. Shape it before that happens. Form some units. Get out there. Run the thing backwards. Take action. Go after power lines. Go after anything that will disrupt the IRGC, including eliminating them. But hey, I'm going to go check this video out, see if it worked the whole way through. If not, I am recording this, and I know that does, and I may have to upload it on YouTube and Rumble. And next week, we will start podcasting Rumble and YouTube at the same time. Unless we want free speech. It'll just be on YouTube. Rumble. Yeah. I hope everybody has a good evening this Friday evening. Hoping you're going to go out and have some fun. Maybe go out to eat. Whatever else. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going to. Bye-bye.